Thanks for coming, everybody. It's another plant-based meal that we're having and sharing, and the food is just amazing. So I'm going to do a cooking demonstration, and the demonstration I'm doing today is a recipe from the Broccoli Mum. She has amazing recipes if you want to look up anything that you need to make, and they're all very, very simple. And she has lost a lot of weight eating this way, so that anybody that's wanting to lose weight will get lots of really good advice from that channel as well. And I have started posting things to my own channel, so if you would like information on that, I can give that to you as well. So what I'm making today is Nutella Oat Cup, and they're very, very simple to make. So we start with 1 1/4 cups of oats and 2 very ripe, very sweet bananas. So I'm going to just pop that in the bowl with the oats and mash it together. It's always best to use really nice speckled banana skins, because that's the sweetest that the bananas are going to be. So it's nothing else in the base, just banana and oats. This is very similar to the base that I make for my oat cakes, very simple oat cakes that I make in the air fryer, and that video is also on my channel. I made one yesterday just with oats and apple. I didn't even stew the apple or steam it, I didn't even grate it, I just chopped it in small pieces and added some cinnamon and a little bit of milk, and then made it into the shape of a big cookie and popped it in the air fryer. Breakfast with a bit of yogurt.
Which milk and yogurt do you use?
I use soy yogurt, and I make it myself, and we've just been discussing that, and I will do a video showing how simple it is to make your own yogurt. So that's basically all we need to do there. It looks a little bit dry, but you'll find that that will crisp up, the oats will crisp up, and the banana holds it all together. So I just put that now into the patty pans. This is the standard size patty tin pan. Sometimes I use the smaller one, and it makes 24, so you get nice little ones that you can hand out much easier. The difficult part here, so difficult, is getting the right amount to go in each one without doing a lot of fiddling. So that if I cut it in half, that's enough for 6. 2 spoons might work better. And you just put it in the patty pan and make it into a shell with a well in the middle, so that it makes a little cup. You don't have to be too fussy about making it pretty. And depending on the size of the banana, you know, you might need 3 if they're small, to make the mixture wet enough to stick together. And that is basically it. It's a lot easier than making pastry and having to spread it out. And a lot less messy. So that will now go, missed one. There we go. So that will go into the oven for about 25 minutes, a moderate oven. Now while that's happening, we'll make the filling. And in the filling is a can of chickpeas that have been rinsed and drained and roasted in the oven. And the roasting in the oven makes it taste more like hazelnuts. So that just goes straight into the blender. About 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes, just until they're crispy. And they're actually very yummy like this, just to eat as a snack.
And could you do that in the air fryer?
Yes, you do. One can fits beautifully in the air fryer. So we've got the can of chickpeas that have been roasted, 1/2 cup of cacao, and 8 Medjool dates that have been had the seeds taken out of. Now, if you don't have Medjool dates, you can use Deglet dates, but you need to use twice the quantity or even maybe extra. You know, just work out how many of those Deglet dates would look like a Medjool date. These do give a nice smooth finish to whatever you're making, it's smoother than the Deglet, but it works. I've done both. Pop those in. Teaspoon of vanilla or so. And does anybody have any questions about it so far? For the chickpeas, about 25 minutes. Might take a little bit longer. Just roll them around and see if they're golden brown. And then I make these a little bit decadent. When the cupcakes come out, I'm going to put in some Sweet Williams chocolate buds and pop that in the bottom, and it will just melt in the hot cupcake. You can put it in beforehand, and that just gives it a little extra decadence, because who doesn't like chocolate? The other reason is I brought these to make a recipe, and they've been sitting in my cupboard, and they know my name. It's like peanut paste. It knows my name, and it calls me. Peanut paste says, "Glenda, come and get me. Bring a spoon." No, a big spoon. So I don't really like to have peanut paste in the house. And the last ingredient is a cup of boiling water. And that helps soften the dates as well. When the cupcakes are ready, we just pop that inside after we put in. You don't have to put the chocolate, but it's just a nice little decadence. I believe that in America they can get date-based chocolate, but I haven't seen it.
You used to be able to get
Here we go. Would you like to try one of these? Yeah. And if you have them hot, straight out of the oven, they're divine. Like these, I made these yesterday. And sometimes I make the cupcakes and don't fill them, pop them in the oven, you know, the next day, and then put the mixture in. And they really are delicious. And you can eat them for breakfast. 2 or 3 or 4, because look, it's only oats. And if I'm having breakfast, I eat half a cup of oats. So there's only 1 1/4 cups there, so you can actually eat half. I know. Right, I've got the cupcakes out of the oven now, and I've added the little chocolate buttons to make them just a little bit more decadent. And now we're going to fill them with this beautiful Nutella filling. And it's as simple as that. You've gone quiet. Oh, yes, waiting to try a nice hot one. There we are. We have our lovely hot Nutella oat cakes.